Hi, Skittles. Skittles, what are you doing? Hello. Oh, hi, Foxy. Hi. Come here. No? Fine. Hey guys, it's Brittany. So as I'm sure you could tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be doing the 50 random facts tag. So I guess we'll just jump right into this. I'll probably have a number somewhere over here in the corner. I don't really know how this whole right here works. I'm working on that. But I'll probably have the number just so we can all keep track, and hopefully I even have 50. I wrote a bunch down, so I think we're okay. I was pretty organized with the whole thing. But I decided to do it outside today because it's so beautiful out. I live in northern Ontario, so it does get kind of crappy, and it's been like really snowy and nasty all of April. So now that it's been like the last week of April, and then May has been like, oh, so I can feel summer coming. I can feel it, and I'm excited. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into it. So first one, my parents are still married, and I have one younger sister. Her name's Tiana, and we're 21 months apart. I'm terrified of the dark and spiders, and I actually still sleep with a nightlight, and I have actually a funny story about the spider situation. I was in my basement, and I saw this giant spider, and I was like right at the sink, and then I saw the spider, and I started screaming at the top of my lungs, "Spider, spider!" And then I hear my dad like run down the steps, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And then he like comes over, he's like, "Fire, where's the fire?" I'm like, "Fire? Spider!" I'm like freaking out. He's like, "Oh my god, you made me fall down the stairs." I guess he almost like fell down the stairs and broke his leg because he thought I was screaming fire. Embarrassing. Number 3, I started my own photography business in the summer of 2010, and it kind of initiated because we have horses and stuff, and I was always at the barn taking pictures, and I was just, because I don't really ride, and that's my sister's hobby, so kind of just stayed away, and I couldn't ride with them, so I would just take pictures of them, like the creepy stalker I am. So, that's how that started, and I applied for this scholarship for the summer, and then I got approved for it, and it was really fun, and I've just been doing it ever since. And if I wasn't in the beauty field, then that's definitely where my career would be. I can play the violin, and I sing. I was in both lessons when I was a kid. I was in this singing choir thing at one of the universities. They have this like orchestra with like a bunch of people, and it was really cool, and I did that for quite a few years, and I don't really know how to play the violin anymore, and it's kind of broken in my room somewhere. Yeah, but I bet if I picked up on it again, it'd be a little rusty, but I think I could do it. I don't eat most meat. I don't categorize myself as a vegetarian by any means. Like, I'll try it once, and then if I don't like it, I don't like it. Mainly chicken is all I eat. Boneless, skinless chicken breast. That's like pretty much it. And I'll eat fish, but as soon as I get a bone or like a piece of fat or anything, I'm just like, wah! No, I can't do it. My family are all animal lovers. I'm probably at the bottom of the totem pole for like the animal obsessed. Definitely my sister at the top, then my mom, my dad, and then probably me at the bottom. I like to cuddle with them, and they're all cute and stuff, but I'm terrible for like bringing them for walks or like feeding them or whatever. Like, they're just nice to have around, I guess. I don't know. And they all know that. I'm not claiming to be, oh, I love animals. Nah. I could live without them. My sister's obsessed though. And we have 4 cats, Petrie, Lexi, CeeLo, and Ava. We have 2 dogs, Foxy and Skittles. And we have 2 horses, Austin and Red. And this is Foxy. Foxy, come here. Yay! Skittles! Come here, Skittles. She's the cutest. She just listens to whatever you tell her to do. Skittles! Don't lick my face. No, don't do it. Alright, goodbye. Bye-bye. My favorite color is green. So in the summer, I'm just like, green! Everything's green. My favorite color. I get so inspired in summer. I absolutely love it. I'm 5'3", but and all my friends will testify to this, I feel like I'm like 6 feet tall. I really do. I don't know what it is. I'll stand beside somebody who's like 5'8", and I'll be like, yeah, we're like the same height. Like, I'm almost the same height as her. Like, like, no, you're 5'3", she's 5'8". No, I swear she's way shorter than that. Like, we're the same height. And then even if I stayed in the mirror beside them, I'm just like I feel like I'm at the same height. My eye level is the same. Like, even when we stay beside each other, I'm like, you're just like a couple inches taller than me. I don't know. I swear, they call it like little man syndrome. Yeah, I have it. I feel way taller than I am. I've lived in the same house in the same small town my entire life. I've had gray hair since I was about 11. It is a curse. My parents and my like other relatives and stuff, like nobody really has gray hair, so it's very, very strange. And my mom really thought that was strange when I was like 11, so she brought me to the doctor, and the doctor was like, oh, just because she's so highly intelligent. Yeah, I think she just tried to make me feel better because she didn't really have an answer for me. That definitely isn't the answer. And yeah, it's just kind of gotten worse over the years, so I'm just always coloring my hair because I used to kind of get, I wouldn't say bullied about it, but they'd be like, oh my god, what's that in your hair? I'm like, nothing. I'm 19 years old, going to be 20 very, very soon, and my birthday is August 15th, 1993. I have yet to be in my first serious relationship. I've had like a couple little things where I've like liked somebody, and you know, like one of those little like things when you're really young, but as like a teen, and I consider myself an adult now, you know, I'm almost 20, so I haven't had a serious relationship. I just kind of do my own thing. I'm pretty independent, and I just haven't found anybody that I've liked enough to kind of take it to the next level. My friends consider me like the Dr. Phil of the group. I'm right there if anybody needs like help or wants to talk about anything. I'm like, hey, talk to me. I just love giving advice and helping my friends out, and I hate to see my friends sad or upset, so I'm always like right there to try and cheer them up. And if I have to be kind of stupid and silly, or you know, maybe do a cartwheel or something, I'm always down for some laughs. I'm a self-taught makeup artist. I've been doing makeup since I was probably, I don't even know, since I was young. And then I can vividly remember memories when I was like 11 or 12, and my aunts and stuff would always come over to my house, and they would let me do their hair and makeup, and then I would take pictures of them for their Facebook profiles. And it's kind of like this little package I would do, you know, and then I'd do like little spa days and stuff. But I've always been interested in hair and makeup ever since I was young, and just kind of progressed over the years. And then I'm a hairstyling student, and I'll be done that in August. So I'm almost done, and I'm super excited. And right now I'm working at a salon, and hopefully after I graduate, I'll be working full-time. I was accepted into my dream makeup school. It's called Complexions Makeup Academy, and it's in Toronto, Ontario. Right out of high school. I was still 18 at the time, and I really wanted to go, but I just didn't feel ready, and there was a couple other things, and so that kind of wasn't the right timing for that. But I do really hope to get there someday, because it is still a dream of mine. I love mangoes, the fruit, the smell, the scents, the body sprays, everything. Mangoes, I'm just like, yum! Like anything with mangoes in it, if I see mangoes, I'm like, oh my god, I need to smell this. Or, oh my god, there's a bunch of mangoes, like I need to eat them right now. I just love it. I like the texture of them, which is kind of weird because they are a little bit odd. I love everything about them. People think I'm weird because not many people like mangoes, but yeah, I love them. I cannot cook to save my life. I do try. I'm working on it. But I just don't have the patience to wait there and wait for the water to boil or whatever, and I just get really distracted. It's just not my thing, and I know obviously I'm going to have to work at it because it's kind of a life skill, but if I can avoid that for as long as possible, going to. Yeah, I've burnt water down to like nothing, and then the pan's just like, psh, terrible. The Wizard of Oz is my all-time favorite movie. It has changed my life, literally. Love that movie. Can't even, I've seen it like 1,000 times, honestly. Like, you know, I just have everything memorized. Like, oh, it's just my favorite movie. It's honestly like a religion to me. Like, I absolutely love it. When I was a kid, I even had like the ruby slippers. My mom bought me them, and they even had like a little heel and everything. I wish I could find those because they were legendary. And I used to want to be Dorothy, and I'm not gonna lie, I still do. Love that movie. I have traveled through a big majority of the states in the United States. I've been, because we started at Ontario, went through Michigan, and then we went all the way down to Florida. Like, we drove, it took us like 3 and some days. So I've been through like all the states down. Like, some of my favorites were Butte, Montana. I loved Montana. Everything about it was just so cool. And went through Georgia, like all through there. And then we also went from Ontario down up and through Washington to BC. So we went through all those states there. I wish I wrote them down how many I've been through, but I love the states and traveling is beautiful. And the highways are perfect and I love doing that. And I've also been to 3 provinces in Canada, and I've been to Mexico, which was legendary, and I would go back anytime. I absolutely loved Mexico. I cannot watch romantic movies. Not only can I not watch them, I refuse to watch them. If I know it's a sad romantic movie, I will not watch it. Like The Notebook, have not seen it. Walk to Remember, I have not seen it. Trying to think of some like legendary sad movies. Seen the Titanic when I was really young, but that's just kind of like, that was kind of a necessity. Like, who hasn't seen the Titanic? But if I know it's rep and I know it's going to be a sad movie, no, I refuse. And if I get tricked into these romantic comedies that claim they're funny and whatever, and then I still end up crying at the end, I will never watch it ever, ever again. Ever. The Little Mermaid is my favorite Disney movie. I have seen probably every episode of Criminal Minds and CSI Miami. I mean, I do love the other CSIs, but CSI Miami, like Horatio Caine, Ryan Wolf, like, yeah, they're my heroes. I love every single person on that show. I just love everything about those. If I wasn't in beauty or, you know, art related, I would probably be doing like crime scene investigation. I love all those movies, like The First 48 and all those TV shows. I mean, love, love, love criminal crime scene stuff. My first car was and still is a yellow Sunfire. She's pretty badass. She's a 2-door with the spoiler on the back. She's got a bra on the front, and she has what we call her tramp stamp. It's a huge red butterfly on the back window, and I think I might even be able to show you. There she is. She's a beaut. I cannot move my pinky without moving my ring finger. So, here we go. It just doesn't happen. Like, I can't do it. I've tried so many times. Like, I can move this way, but I cannot. Like, I can't. I tried and focused, and I just can't. And when I count, I go like this, because it just doesn't work this way. Like, they're attached. It just doesn't work. My one friend asked me one time, because I was like counting, and she's like, why did you count like that? And I showed her, and she's like, what the heck? Like, why is it like that? I don't know. Just something I can't do. It's just so weird. I don't know. I have extremely weird eyes. I say that I literally got a mashup of my mom and my dad's, because my dad has these like beautiful blue eyes, and my mom has these just really kind of cool hazily brown eyes. And if you look around my pupil, they're brown, and then they kind of fade into this like green and then blue. So when my pupils are really, really small, they look really blue, because that's like mostly what's going on. But then when my pupils are big, they just look like a green-brown. I don't know. It's really weird. Sprite is my soda of choice. I'm allergic to 2 different types of medicines and strawberries. I can have them in small doses, but for like a solid year, I couldn't even touch them. I would break out in hives, and my throat would feel like it's closing. It was a very sad year. But now I can have like 1 or 2 and survive, but I don't like to push my luck just in case. I have very curly hair, and when it's short, because it's nothing like dragging it down, it gets even curlier. And when I was younger, I want to say this was like grade 2, I donated my hair to Locks of Love because it was super long and it's just something I wanted to do for a long time. And the lady took off the 10 inches, or I think it was 10 inches, the 10 inches I donated, and then she kind of went crazy with the rest of my haircut, and I had an afro. It was stuck to my head. It was super, super curly and crazy, and oh my god, looking back at those pictures is so funny. But yeah, so I have had an afro. When I was younger, something me and my sister used to do to entertain ourselves was to make up these dances, and we would perform them. Especially we would come outside, and she was always like the stunt man. She would do like all the flips and the cartwheels and everything like that, and then I was always like the singer, or I would do like just the motions and stuff. And oh yeah, it was good times. We would perform them for our parents, or we would videotape them. It's kind of embarrassing. I love the idea of slippers. Like if I see a pair of slippers in the store, I'm like, oh my god, these are so cute, I need these. And as soon as I bring them home, I put them in my closet and I'm like, nah, no. And I try to wear them, like as soon as I get them, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna wear my slippers today, like they're so cute and comfy. No, within 5 minutes they're kicked off. Like I need to be bare feet at all times. I hate socks. I hate socks. So the idea of slippers, I'm just like, yeah, those are so cute, and I'm bare feet within like 5 seconds. I hate horror movies. Hate horror movies. I'm the biggest chicken ever. I went to the movie theater once to see okay, well, I shouldn't say I went to the movie theater once. I've been to the movie theater more than once. But to see a horror movie once. And it wasn't even that bad. You guys are going to laugh when I tell you what horror movie it was. When a Stranger Calls. Yep. Camille Bell. Yeah, that movie. Yeah. I lasted, I would say, almost halfway through, and then I bailed. I left the movie theater, hid in the bathroom for like 20 minutes until it was over, and when I came back, it was like the very end of the movie, and I was like, oh, got lost, you know, and made some huge story up, and it was terrible. I can't do horror movies. I'm just such a chicken. I let it get in my mind, and then I think like, oh my god, this is gonna happen to me, and then I like run to my car and I lock the doors right away, and I just get so, what's the word? I get so paranoid about it that I think it's actually gonna happen to me. I just can't. It just takes over my mind. Can't deal with it. Stargazer lilies are my favorite flower. When I love a song, and I mean like obsessively love a song, I will play it on repeat for like days, sometimes even like weeks, hours, like forever. I'll have it on repeat until I actually hate it. Yes, I don't know why I do this. It's just beyond me, but I just get so obsessed with this song that I just play it and play it and play it, and then within a week I absolutely hate it, and then it comes on the radio, and then I'm like, oh my god, this is the worst song ever. And one song that I can think of is Timbaland and Katy Perry, If We Ever Meet Again. I literally, if you look at my iTunes, it's probably like play 300 times. That song took over my life for a little portion. It was insane. Just cheese with double cheese pizza is my absolute favorite food. Could have it every single day. I have an unhealthy obsession to The Sims. I love swimming. I consider myself a fish, especially in the summer. It's like all I do, but I absolutely hate, and I'm terrified, swimming in like lakes or any kind of like pool of water that could contain fish or any other strange living creatures that I'm unaware of. I can't handle it. I have a story time, so it's a pretty good one. I went on this little like camping adventure with my best friend, and for all of my Ontarians or anybody from Canada who knows the lakes, it was Lake Superior, and we were at like, there was like a little shore, I guess, and we were at the shore, and then like, I don't even know, it was so far away, there was this like huge rock, and she's like, let's go swim to the rock. I was like, no, that's okay. And her mom was like, no, let's go, it'll be fun, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, like I'm not gonna sit at the shore by myself, so we decided to swim across. I made it, about 2 seconds, and then when I couldn't see the bottom of the pool, then when I couldn't see the bottom of the lake, I panicked. I started screaming, and I swam as fast as I could to the rock. I was the first one to the rock, just in case you were wondering. I swam for my life. I was like, oh my god, I was freaking out. All I could envision in my mind was being like swallowed up by a sturgeon. because obviously, like, I know there's not sharks in the water, but if you've ever seen a sturgeon, you're like, holy shit. They're bottom feeders and they only eat like worms or whatever, but no, still terrifying because these things are freaking huge. So all I had in my head was this like envisionment as I'm like swimming as fast as I can. I'm like, oh my god, no, I'm gonna get eaten by a fish, or like a pike is gonna come and like take off my toes. Like, oh, I was terrified. It was so scary, but I did make it there and back, but it was still scary. Kasha, if you're watching, I will never forgive you for that. My closet is color coded and I like it that way, and if you know that song, you get 10 points. I've never broken a bone. I've never sprained anything or broke anything, which is like seriously, I'm gonna knock on wood, which is like seriously rare because I'm like the biggest klutz known to mankind. I'm really not into the club scene. I wasn't even gonna go out for my 19th birthday, which is a big deal here. With me and my friends and stuff, like 19, because that's when you can legally drink and go to clubs and stuff. I wasn't even gonna go out, but I did, and I don't know, it's just not really my thing. I've been like maybe 5 times, like I could count on my one hand how many times I've been to the club. I love to dance, but I'm not a big drinker, so when I get there, I'm like, yeah, dancing for like half an hour, and then I'm like, let's go, I'm over there. I cannot go to sleep unless I'm freezing cold, like shivering cold. I've done a couple singing performances. My biggest one was probably for my grade 8 grad fashion show, and I sang in front of, I want to say it was like a couple hundred people because it was pretty big. I mean, I wouldn't say more than 200, but like quite a good size amount when you're like 14. You're pretty excited about it. And I was super, super stoked, and it was probably the greatest day of my life. I wish I could do it again. I'm deathly afraid of heights. Like, I can't even stand on the second stair of a ladder. Like, no. Anything with heights, I'm like, get me out of here. My first real job was on a farm where we boarded our horses, and I worked there for about 4 years, and it was definitely an interesting ride. There was a couple near-death experiences. I was definitely one of the braver girls, and at the time, my sister may deny this, but this is my video, so I'm gonna say it. I was braver than her, even though she was the one that rode, blah, blah, blah. I was braver than her when it came to bringing horses in. I don't have any tattoos, but I do have a couple in mind of what I'd like to get. It's just manning up and getting it done. I've been best friends the longest with my friend Kasha, and we've known each other for like 13 years now, and it all started in grade 2 when she transferred to my French immersion class, and she didn't know any French, and obviously I did because, you know, I'd been there since JK, and she looks at me and she goes, how do you say pink in French? And I looked at her and I was like, oh, I know this, right? So I was like, rose. Bam. Legendary. Best friends ever since. I just think that's like the cutest best friend story ever, and we always joke that we're gonna like tell our grandkids about it one day, and yeah, I love her. I hate doing my own hair. I hate it. Just the thought of getting it wet and having to blow dry this beast of a hair, like I can't. Oh my god, just thinking about it, I'm just like, no, never mind. Wash it, put some mousse in it, good to go. I just hate it, and it's weird because I love doing other people's hair. I just hate doing my own. I have never been through any like weird stages in my teen years. Like, I've always been kind of the same. I've always been plus sized, so my fashion is definitely better now. Like, when I was younger, I was always dressing like more mature than my age because I didn't know about all these like great places to get clothes, and when you're young you kind of just get whatever. So there's a lot of like granny style t-shirts and stuff like that, basically whatever I could find. So, you know, that aspect wasn't so great, but for the most part, like if I look back at pictures, I think I look exactly the same. Like, I had like long brown hair, curly, I wore like a little bit of makeup, but I didn't even do anything crazy. Like, it was pretty natural looking. So yeah, I just kind of looked the same. My favorite app in the entire world on my phone is IMDb. So that concludes my 50 random facts about me tag video. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and it's nice to kind of like let you know a little more about me, so it's not all about makeup. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Everything's at Blush Daisies. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Bye! Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Whoa. Foxy, you're slipping. Girl, putting on the pounds. Bye. 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 Bye.